So now I want to establish a bench around my pond, and I want to make sure that my pond has at least 5 feet of volume. So in order to do that, we're going to use a different tool. I'm going to go ahead and close this new Edit Site Element dialog and access a tool from the Modeler pull-down menu called Elements Side Slope. This allows me to slope from a site element to another and create another element based on a slope. And I want to slope from the pond bottom at a 3:1 for 5 feet. At 5 feet, I then want to slope out horizontally for about 6 feet or so and create like a 0.5% or 1% berm, something that somebody could walk around or drive a truck around or something. And the side slope tool allows me to create those types of benches. So what I want to do is define a slope. Now I said I want a 5-foot vertical volume. So I'm going to slope for a delta vertical from the bottom to the top. And that delta vertical is 5 feet. I want to define my slope as a 3:1. And there's no element that represents the inside top of this berm, so I'm going to go ahead and select some symbology to draw an element at. So I'll just double click on the graphic, find the appropriate level and color. I'll set those to bi-level. Design pond top. Now there's other things we could do with this tool. I could say, well, let's limit this 3:1 slope for a certain limit horizontally or vertically, and those are available if I'm sloping, for example, to an object or to a model. I can also only run this definition of slope and cut or fill. It just depends. Next thing I want to do is define the element that I want to slope from, and that happens to be the pond bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and select that element, and I want to set the side that I want to slope from. So I'm going to click Set Side, and I want to slope to the outside of that element. So I'll data point on the right hand side of it. I want to create a break line for this new element 5 feet above. And I'm going to go ahead and toggle on Use Association so that it's understood that the bottom is associated with the top, or the top is associated with the bottom. And I want to go and close the element, so I'll create a closed shape, kind of like a copy parallel is basically what's going to happen. Click Apply, and Geopack will go out there and establish the pond top, in my case, a 5-foot vertical difference away from the pond bottom. If I turn the display off, you can see the graphic that was drawn. It should be a red line. Next, I want to slope for a horizontal distance. So staying in the same dialog, I'm going to change some of the options and continue on. I'm going to slope for a horizontal distance of 6 feet. This time I want to run the slope at a 1%. Now this time the reference element is going to be the inside top, or the newly created site element. The side will be to the outside, and everything else is the same. I click Apply, and Geopack will establish the pond top. And when I turn the display back on, we should have the pond top. So you can kind of see, well, I'll turn the display back off, but you can see the elements.